Am I the arsehole for making fun of a girl for her dad's 9/11 death? I go to college in New York State. I am Muslim. I was very young when 9/11 happened, as were the rest of the people in my year. There's a girl in one of my classes whose father was in the World Trade Center. He died. Of course, this is very sad, and I pity the man, but not her. She's extremely racist. She hates everyone who isn't white or East Asian. But she especially hates Muslims due to her father's passing. So of course, we don't talk. But today, September 11th, was the day she exploded. I was wearing a hijab. She told me I should take it off out of respect for the victims and that it was the equivalent of a hat. I said no. She said that, you Muslims did this, you need to take off the hijab to show respect. I obviously told her no. Then she went on a very long Islamophobic rant that I can't entirely recall because this was hours ago. But I remember she concluded by saying that Islam took away her father, so she wants to take away Islam. I'm still confused as to what she meant. She made a few comments towards me, and I went on my phone to de-escalate. She made more comments, I kept ignoring her. But then she said, yeah, you're not responding because you know I'm right. I don't know why that set me off, but it did. I told her, no, I'm just busy texting my dad. She left the room in tears. My classmates are saying that she was in the wrong, but what I said was unnecessarily cruel. Now, I don't think I'm the arsehole, because she started it, all I did was finish it. So, Reddit, am I the arsehole? Yes, I am aware I have spelling mistakes. I speak Arabic at home. Edit, for everyone wondering, the professor was out of the room. He'd already given us our lecture.
Can't believe how much people are defending the racist one. So because her dad died she's entitled to be racist when she's having a bad day? No. I say not the asshole. She deserved it, and if she does this again, I say bring up how dead her dad is again.
Not the asshole. The crimes of people masquerading as Muslims aren't on you, a college kid. Live your life according to your convictions and move on. This girl needs therapy. You said what you said because she was being a racist and she backed you into a corner.
Not the asshole. The title had me mad, but then I read the post. You did not make fun of her, you snapped at her in frustration at the way she was treating you. 9/11 was an awful day for all of America, and it does stand to reason that today would especially hard for her since she lost her dad. That said, it doesn't mean you or anyone else should take her racist abuse today or any other day. You are not responsible for the acts of individuals who happen to share the same religion, and in this case it is a perversion of that religion anyway.
Not the asshole. Sick burn.
Her dad died 19 years ago and she's still on this rant. She needs to get over herself and stop taking it out on others.
Not the asshole. Someone like that deserves to be put in their place. I was leaning towards Esh, but honestly fuck racists and xenophobes. She had it coming.
I mean TECHNICALLY. This would be an ESH boo. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, and throwing glass at stone houses and yada yada. You get my meaning. Her grief and trauma about her dad are valid, and it is sad, but it's no excuse for blatant racism and Islamophobia. Keep making the racists mad. Not the asshole.
Not the asshole. She's old enough to know better. And if 9/11 is too traumatic for her, she should stay home and grieve, not show up at school and rant at a random Muslim. No deserves to be denigrated.
Not the asshole. It sucks she lost her dad, but she can't blame a billion people for it.
Not the asshole. Normally I'd go ESH, with your early being justified, but I understand how much Islamophobia probably hurts you on a daily basis. 9/11 hurts for everyone, especially for those that lost people. But it probably feels a bit like sitting on a powder keg wondering if someone is going to light a match for you. She doesn't get a pass.
Did people forget about Esh? Yes. You are 100% an asshole for celebrating the fact that your dad is around while someone else's is not. She's an asshole. You're an asshole. There's not really a debate here.
Esh. And I say it as a Muslim. Yes, she's a racist asshole, but you could have come back a million different ways. That sentence you said was really uncalled for. She might be more of an asshole than you, but that doesn't justify what you did.
NTA. She doesn't get to be racist forever cause something bad happened.
Not the asshole. She would be a racist asshole even if her dad was still alive. Her example of Islamophobia is present within our government that decided to lay waste to the Middle East to punish Muslims for 9/11, yet you wouldn't act rude to her if her family members were deployed overseas.
Not the asshole. Yes, what you said was slightly cruel, but if she really thinks all Muslims are all the same, she should think about what good things Muslims have done for humanity, and the fact that she has to shame you for following your culture is just wrong, and the Islam took away my father, so I wanna take away Islam is just so racist. They didn't take away her father, those four assholes took away her father, and if that very person that was racist is reading this comment right now, know that those four very people are resting in hell, where they belong.
Not the asshole. Of course it's a sad day for her and her family, but it is downright racist and ignorant to refer you and your people being responsible. You tried to de-escalate and eventually had to resort to what you did, and clearly it worked. No doubt she will still remain a racist, but hopefully gets her off your back in future. You aren't harming anyone with your hijab.
Any white person or non-Muslim who voted ESH needs to check themselves. Like this girl's classmates, you were fine with this girl taking racist abuse, but if she defends herself, she's an R. What was she supposed to do? Be a punching bag for 9/11 because some racist can't control herself? She's not obliged to be the bigger person, at the expense of her safety and education. Screw anyone who defends or even mitigates racism. That racist girl deserved what she got, and truth be told, she needed some more.
I completely understand that this girl went through an extremely traumatic experience with losing her father, but it in no way entitles her to act the way she does. But, I also think that your comment was a low blow and in the asshole range. With that said, I cannot blame you in the slightest for making that comment, and I think you are in the justified asshole category here. I also hope that someone gets that girl some counseling, for both her grief and her anger, because she is not going to get better just running her mouth like she is.
This post screams fake. I honestly question if anything on Reddit is real anymore.
I feel like this is one of those fake posts.
Not the asshole. She provoked you in a very hurtful way and got mad when you returned fire. It's a tragedy that her father passed in that way, but you and the vast majority of people following your religion had nothing to do with it.
Wait, why didn't they stop her when she was going off on you? Did they just sit and watch her talk shit to you? It was a mean thing to say, but I can understand why you reached your breaking point, especially if there were people there that could have helped.
Not the asshole. I was getting ready to slam you so hard when I started reading. I thought this was going to be some bait, haha I'm a Muslim lol 9/11 rocks post or something. We all know that's a possibility. But she attacked you, an innocent person, for no good reason. Said some pretty horrible things. Those who died that day were not the only victims. The amount of verbal and physical abuse faced by Muslims, Arabs and even Sikhs and Hindus after it happens was appalling. Maybe you shouldn't have said what you said. But after dealing with her disgusting tirade at abuse, I honestly can't blame you. I'm not Muslim but I am Indian and was given a Muslim first name. Please report this girl to the appropriate parties at your school.
Where the hell is the teacher of the class in all this?
Be civil. Please review our FAQ, if you're unsure what that means.
Not the asshole. She can't take shit, she shouldn't give it.
Not the asshole, it was a little cruel. However, in context warranted. But, you gotta control your emotional intelligence more with these asshole. It's a crap world and we just gotta survive in it.
Racist girl, you took everything from me. I don't even know who you are.
Not the asshole, all you did was say what you were doing. She took it personally.
She had no problem using 9/11 as an excuse to tell you to go fuck yourself several different ways because of your skin color. If she couldn't take a jab, she shouldn't have thrown a rant. Not the asshole.
This isn't real but nice bait though.
You aren't wrong to be angry as she behaved horrifically to you. At the same time, try to maintain a high road and someday she may look back and cringe at how she treated you. I'm not telling you to put up with her shit. She obviously needs therapy. Please seek advice from a school counselor or authority figure to get her some help.
Not the asshole, don't dish it if you can't take it. Not the asshole. I don't get all the ESHs here, as not only was she being super racist, but she intentionally provoked you in an unrelenting way until you finally snapped. That was her goal in that moment, so she shares in the responsibility for your harsh response.
I am going with Esh. Her for obvious reasons. You for going down to her level. You didn't have to finish it. I get why you did it, but it makes you an asshole as well. When they go low, we go high.
NTA. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Not the asshole. Her saying she's going to take away Islam because her father gotten taken away is a dog whistle for genocide. Perhaps not a dog whistle with how loud her Islamophobia was leading up to that. Either way, I have no sympathy for racists, Islamophobes, etc. Woman shrugging. If she's bent out of shape for you mentioning your dad, she shouldn't have tried to start something. Your classmates have a lot of nerve for trying to dictate how you responded to harassment while they just sat by and watched face with rolling eyes. If they had actually stepped up, you wouldn't have had to respond to her at all, but they wanted to be cowards.
Not the asshole. Yeah, sorry, but having a dad that died in 9/11 doesn't make Islamophobia okay. I'm sure she was hurting today, but at the same time that doesn't make it okay to essentially blame another human being for her dad's death. What you said is harsh, but she needed to hear it. Everyone sucks here, but I can't say I'd be any different in this situation. I know how difficult it is to respond to hate with love, but perhaps that would help heal this dummy's heart. But girl, I wouldn't have been able to in your shoes. Advice is easy to give but hard to follow. Know that her ignorance stems from pain, and reflects nothing on you. Only your actions do.
No. I'm texting my dad. Fucking savage. Not the asshole.
Not the asshole. She was being in a hole to you, and, when de-escalating didn't work, you defended yourself as you could. It's like bullies were making your life hell, and when you had to punch them as self-defense, you were the one punished. I think her reaction proves that she needs therapy. Because of the whole story, I suspected that she was just using his death to justify her hatred and bullying, and has become used to not suffer the consequences of her attitudes. You finally brought those consequences to her. And her reaction to your words shows that she has not yet made peace with her dad's death. But she going the wrong way about it, and that isn't any of your fault.
Esh. One person being shitty doesn't warrant you being shitty too. Her being racist is her own hang-up and problem. She's probably in a lot of pain, and all you did was add more pain to the world the same way she has.
Oof, I'm going to hell for laughing, but that was good. Now, normally I'd say Esh, because what you said does seem uncalled for, but she was going on a full rant against you and your religion and others who follow the teachings of Islam. That is unnecessary, because every religion has its extremists and the majority cannot be held accountable for the actions of those minorities. So I'm going with not the asshole here, my friend.
As someone with a dead parent, if I was this much of a bitch to someone, I'd deserve that, not the asshole. Gonna go and say everyone sucks here, but heavily lean towards not the asshole. I mean, it is clear she has a lot of unresolved issues about this, and this day will always be a constant reminder of what happened, and it does help that it's remembered all over media and is kinda put in her face every year. She clearly has a lot of anger. Unfortunately, she has decided to handle it in one of the worst ways possible, and she had no right to use it as an excuse to bully and terrorize you. That said, you didn't have to bite, and that was a particularly low blow. Great story, bro. Great fucking story. She should thank her lucky stars that Black, Japanese, Indigenous, Latinx, Chinese, Vietnamese, insert every other nationality, race, culture that white people, especially white Christians, have killed and or enslaved by the millions do not have the same eye for an eye attitude she does. Not the asshole.
First read through. I was leaning towards Esh. Second read through. Not the asshole. You tried to de-escalate. You tried to ignore the situation. You were straight up sitting there while a girl harassed you for a hijab and being Muslim. You took it because you're aware of the kind of hurt that she must be feeling. You didn't have to do any of that. She took it way too far. And you only snapped once ignoring the situation didn't work.